And Mendez continue to leg this one out. She has got about 250 meters to go. Eaton giving chase. That clock still right now only at 19 minutes. And Thatcher, they came in ranked 8th. They're going to put 3 in the top 6 here with 300 meters to go. And our second race now off and running. .953.6 officially there. Miss Aubrey Eaton, she will move on to the finals next week, 20.059. And Leah Williams, the 9th grader out of Desert Christian Lancaster, she comes across at 2018. And here comes the very beginning of the Thatcher train here with 3 in the top 5. Very impressive performance there. Avery Lieb at 2023, Julie Lee of Thatcher at 2027, and Nail Lieb of Thatcher at 2032. Jaslyn Couch, she'll be coming across right now, representing the Sacred Heart of Jesus. And the rest of her team taking care of business as well. Couch coming across at 2041, Brooke Lors of Academy for Academic Excellence, 2046. And top-ranked St. Margaret's resting out 2 of their top runners this morning here. Heidi Bish, a freshman, coming across at 2053. Coco Johnson, her teammate, right there at 2052.
This is visitor cam. Where should I lock off my camera? Or are you going to leave it on finish till the end of the race?
But now all eyes pegged here in Heat 1 on those top 4 teams that can now book their reservations for next weekend back here at Mount Sac for the Southern Section Finals. St. Margaret's now with 3 in the top 12. Sacred Hearts of Jesus, their number 2 runner. Of course, Thatcher were already with 3 in your early leaders. St. Margaret's number 4, coming across 2044. And St. Margaret's your early leaders. At the 2-mile mark, the Hawthorne had a 25-point advantage over Desert Christian of Lancaster for that last automatic qualifying spot on the next week. Right now, it's all about our 3-mile split as we're still waiting our first team to come across with 5. St. Margaret's number 5 coming in with Thatcher's number 4. So our top 4 seeds coming into the action were St. Margaret's, Thatcher, Sacred Heart of Jesus, and Hawthorne. And St. Margaret's taking care of business. Their 5th crosses the line. And Sacred Heart of Jesus there with their 5th across, along with Hawthorne, Math and Science Academy. Those are your top 3. They were your top 3 seeds coming in. You're their first 3 teams with 5 across. In race number 2 here for the Division 5 girls, same process here. Top 4 teams working on. Our leaders right now are currently about to approach the 1 mile mark. But as we wrap up heat number 1 here, St. Margaret's, Thatcher, Sacred Heart of Jesus, and Hawthorne Math Science Academy, your 4 teams with 5 across. And Winter Pepper, your leader there in heat number 2. Zooey Jeong of Viewpoint right there in her shadow. And they'll come through at right about 6:17. So very similar to what we saw in heat 1 here. As Winter Pepper, your leader there from Santa Rosa Academy. Zooey Jeong of Viewpoint. Viewpoint coming in as the number 2 ranked team in Division 5 and your top seed there in Heat 2. Kate Burns of St. Lucy's, she was 7th a year ago, and she comes through right up the front as well. Ardone of Paraclete qualifying as an individual, coming across at 6:19. So right now, 4 girls are kind of broken away from the group there in Heat 2. Viewpoint with 4 in the top 8. Again, they come in as a top seed. So unofficially here, these scores are still moving and fluid as our number 5 score is still coming across. But secure to say here, St. Margaret's has punched their ticket for the 8th straight year in a row. They will be going off to the CIF finals. Thatcher, they too will qualify at a Heat 1. Sacred Heart of Jesus, they came in ranked number 9. They too will punch their tickets onward. And Hawthorne Math and Science Academy looks like they have qualified for the 2nd year in a row. As right now they currently hold a 22-point advantage over Desert Christian of Lancaster. Pomona Catholic currently in 6th and Santa Clarita Christian in 7th. Again, these scores are fluid and continuing to change as girls come across the line. But out of Heat 1, St. Margaret's, Thatcher, Sacred Heart of Jesus, and Hawthorne Math and Science Academy. And Kate Burns of St. Lucy's, she was 7th here a year ago. The veteran of this course made a great move going up switchbacks and now has opened up about a 30-meter lead there on Zooey Jeong of Viewpoint. Those two have separated themselves from the rest of the group here. It looks like Viewpoint's number 2 runner now moving into 3rd. So Viewpoint looking very strong early on here. 3 in the top 5 at the top of switchbacks. Looks like individuals moving on to next week's final at a Heat 1. Miss Aubrey Eaton, as we said, she was 4th a year ago, 13th at the California State Meet from Providence out of Burbank. She will move on as an individual on to next week. Looks like Leah Williams of Desert Christian Lancaster also in great shape for those spots. You had to be in the top 6 if your team did not qualify. And Kate Burns continuing to impress here and looking very good as she goes down, makes that U-turn of sorts here behind the stadium. And if you're right here in the stadium, you can look up to the east and you will see Kate Burns, St. Lucy's, all by herself right now. What was a 30-meter lead looks like a 40-meter lead now with Zooey Jeong of Viewpoint giving chase. You got Alexa Jeong and Ella Cast of Viewpoint. So Viewpoint now with 3 in the top 4. Kate Burns of St. Lucy's continuing to purr along here as she goes through. And Kate Burns heading over to the crossover. But Zooey Jeong of Viewpoint, not letting her go just yet now, but Jeong is very well supported with her teammates right behind her. So Kate Burns, she makes that turn there at the crossover, and now heading over to the saddle. So going back to the 1 mile mark here in heat number 2. Heat 3, by the way, on the line. Viewpoint and Sage Hill very well positioned there at the 1 mile mark. Only 2 points separating them. St. Lucy's currently running 3rd, and International School of Los Angeles currently 4th right there at the 1 mile mark with a 15-point advantage over Linfield Christian. Loma Linda Academy right up there as well with Temecula Prep, but your top 4 teams at that 1 mile mark: Viewpoint, Sage Hill, St. Lucy's, and International School of LA. Kate Burns decided to go solo here over this last mile here, representing her squad from St. Lucy's. And now back on the dark side, as some people would say, on the backside of Reservoir. Moments away from Heat 3, kicking off the action here. Again, top 4 teams automatically qualifying on to next week's finals. Academy Careers and Exploration. Brentwood, Kate, currently ranked number 3 in Division 5. They're on the line. Chadwick has made the finals 26 of the last 27 seasons. They too, the Dolphins, are on the line. Flint Ridge Prep, currently ranked 14th. Pacific Christian out of Santa Monica. Packing House Christian, Redlands Adventist Academy, Samuli Academy out of Santa Ana, currently ranked number 6. St. Anthony, Valley Christian, and Woodcrest Christian, all right now ready to get going here in Heat 3. Meanwhile, back to Heat 2, Kate Burns continuing to control this race, and she came through with an 11-second advantage there over Zooey Jeong. The Jeong sisters, Zooey and Alexa, currently running number 2 and 3 for Viewpoint. Marina Hashmi of Bridges Academy, she's qualified as an individual and trying to finish in the top 6 and make her way next week to next week's finals. So Kate Burns, if you guys look to the west there, you'll see Burns all by herself right now, escalating the top, that last iconic hill here at Mount Sac, our reservoir. And that 11-second advantage now maybe open up just a little bit there. Meanwhile, going back to the 2 mile mark, Winter Pepper of Santa Rosa Academy. She is currently in 6th place and 2, trying to earn herself a spot onto the finals, where Flor Castanon of Notre Dame out of Riverside also trying to move into the top 6 and try to get in as an individual. So our young ladies in Heat 3 now have worked their way through the first half mile. Tallulah Murphy, state meet qualifier a year ago from Malibu, leading the charge there. Sarah Kim of Woodcrest Christian also right there. And Amelia Sarkeesian, one of the more talented 10th graders in the state of California, representing Brentwood. She was right up there as well. But now working her way down the saddle, it continues to be Kate Burns of St. Lucy's. Zooey Jeong of Viewpoint trying to close that gap there on front-running Kate Burns of St. Lucy's in that Heat 2, Division 5 girls. And now Castanon of Notre Dame out of Riverside is moved into striking range to qualify as an individual. She is third. And Hashmi of Bridges Academy currently in fourth. So keep your eyes pegged, not just on those top 4 teams, but any individual whose team does not qualify and they finish in the top 6. Right now we have 2 individuals currently running third and fourth respectively. And right now Kate Burns and Jeong continue to close that gap there on Burns. And Burns, Kate Burns, she's been their leader all throughout since that big move she made on switchback. She has not looked back, and she still has what equates out to about a 25-meter lead here on Zooey Jeong. Zooey Jeong's been consistently right in that zone all race long, representing her young ladies from Viewpoint, our current number 2 ranked team in Division 5. And so in Heat 3 of Division 5, our fastest mile yet this morning, Sarah Kim of Woodcrest Christian. She leads that group there at 6:03. And Zooey Jeong continue to close that gap. Starting to run out of real estate here. We want to say congratulations to Kate Burns. 50 meters to go there, representing St. Lucy's. And she's going to be right there around 20 minutes. Burns and Jeong, St. Lucy's and Viewpoint already punching their tickets onward in this battle here for individuals to move on. That is Hashmi, Marina Hashmi of Bridges Academy in the white over the blue, going right past Castanon of Notre Dame Riverside. But these 2 will qualify as individuals. Congratulations. You got one more week left, young ladies, as you too have made it on to the finals. Put our focus back on the top 4 teams moving on here in Heat 2. At that 2-mile mark, Viewpoint really opening up their lead there, of course, ahead of St. Lucy's and Sage Hill, and Linfield Christian looking to punch their ticket on for another final here. They were just ahead of International School of LA by 12 points. So that was at the 2-mile mark. We're now here at the 3-mile mark. Kate Burns, your winner at 20:05. But Marina Hashmi of Bridges Academy and Flor Castanon of Notre Dame Riverside, they both move on as individuals. So at that 2 mile mark, going back here in Heat 2, Division 5 girls, St. Lucy's had a 1-point advantage over Sage Hill. It's all academic at this point. It's all only thing that you consider is finishing to the top 4 today and then moving forward on to next week. As of the case in all divisions, top 16 teams will move on to the CIF finals next week. A very impressive race here for the young ladies from Viewpoint. Viewpoint only held a 2-point advantage at the mile, and they elongated that out to a 34-point advantage by the 2 mile. Dylan Drizwicki of Linfield Christian coming in 7th. Winner Pepper of Santa Rosa Academy in 8th. The winner, though, of course, Kate Burns, St. Lucy's at 20:05. So our leaders in Heat 3, that's Sarkeesian of Brentwood, Sarah Kim of Woodcrest Christian, content to sit right next to each other and work well together as they're going to go up the saddle. And at that mile mark, top seeded in that Heat 3 is Kate High School, ranked 3rd overall for Division 5. But Kate, Woodcrest Christian, Chadwick, and Samueli Academy, they were your top 4 teams at the 1 mile mark. Flint Ridge Prep currently occupying that 5th spot. But Kate with a very comfortable lead there after 1 mile, 29-point advantage there. Tulu Murphy of Malibu, Amelia Kaufman of Flint Ridge Prep, Fatima Martinez of St. Pius, also some of your top girls right up there. But right now, going up the saddle, it is Kim and Sarkeesian. Sarkeesian, one of the favorites for the CIF individual title next week, representing Brentwood. And Sarah Kim from Woodcrest Christian trying to get her girls to qualify in advance on to next week. She is your current leader as they go to the back part of the course below or behind Reservoir. In Heat 2 here, Viewpoint, they have qualified. They're your number 2 ranked team. No surprises there. St. Lucy's right now, again, these scores are fluid. St. Lucy's holding a 2-point advantage over Linfield Christian. International School of Los Angeles coming up big there on that 3rd mile. They currently only have a 2-point advantage on Sage Hill. And so some surprises here, which could be here in Heat 2, Division 5 girls. But again, these are unofficial results. Everything's still moving as we speak here. But right now, Viewpoint, St. Lucy's, and Linfield Christian in a very tight race, so only 8 points separating 2nd place and 5th place. Of course, only 4 qualify onward. So some interesting developments here in Heat 2 as girls are still crossing the line. Viewpoint can definitely cross they know they're coming in next weekend. Linfield Christian now with a 1-point advantage over St. Lucy's, who only has a 5-point advantage over Sage Hill. Going back to Heat 3 here, or Heat 3 Division 5 girls, Kim and Sarkeesian continuing to maintain a huge lead there in the back part of the course there across the 2 mile mark. Kim Sarkeesian coming through at 12:48, 2 of the fastest times we've had this morning. Murphy of Malibu coming through at 13:19. Kaufman of Flint Ridge Prep at 13:33. Kate, they're a first squad there with 5 across the line. In that Heat 3 Division 5 girls, Francesca Such of Kate leading the charge there for her crew, currently coming in as a top seed for that heat. But things starting to settle down here in Heat 2. But right now, Viewpoint, your winners at 47 points. St. Lucy's with a 1-point advantage over Linfield Christian, 90-91. In fourth place right now, Sage Hill sitting at 96 points, 2 points ahead of International School of LA, 96-98. So coming all the way down to the wire there in Heat 2 for our four teams to qualify in that race. Again, these are unofficial results. We're going by what our folks that finished results are provided for us right now. Sage Hill looking like they're going to hold on to that last spot there, 96-98.